I really got to tell you guys something in this video. Whenever I was young, really young, I had these visions. I had these thoughts, these very powerful thoughts that would just linger over time and just grew more as I got a little bit older, a little bit older, a little bit older, being a young kid. And I just remember drastically changing. I just remember slightly being away and being slightly out of touch with who I really was during my high school days and the people I was surrounded by at the time. But as I got a little bit older, these thoughts just would not go away. These very powerful thoughts. I began to start trying to change people around me, trying to speak truth to people, trying to basically save people. A lot of the friends I was around at the time. And it did not work. I tried my hardest, and it did not work. Because you cannot save somebody that does not want to be saved. But there was me. And I had all these thoughts. Life pretty well flashed before my eyes around this time in my life. And I just saw what was going on in my current circumstances of being around the people I was around and the actions that were taking place and where these people were going to end up going. But I knew I was veering off somewhere else, which I did shortly after. But I tried to warn everybody, man. I tried to warn everybody. I tried to help everybody. Nobody would listen. Nobody wanted to listen. People just wanted to continue to do what they were doing, and I knew it was not the right thing. It was bad. And as I veered off and started going on my own path, my own journey, I even took the wrong path. Because I let a lot of people get in my head. I had a lot of people telling me, you should do this, don't do this, you should do this. And I'm not going to sit here and blame these people, because it was mainly my decision as well. But it's almost like I had to teach myself that this way of life that I was going in was more so for my ego and not who I really was. Because I had different gifts, and I might have had a gift for something I was going towards, but I have a bigger gift than that, and that is the thing. I even told my parents, I said, and anything else in this world, what I like the most is helping people. And if I was going to take the path in life that I try to go down by myself, that wasn't going to help anybody else besides myself. And it was an egotistical way of life. And God did not let that happen in my life for a reason. I had a hard time listening myself. And I was a bit confused too at the time. Because I thought this could have been my calling. It's not like I thought it was this at the time. I know now. As I'm looking back, I didn't know this at the time. I went through a lot of hard times in my life as this was happening a long time ago. So my mindset was, I want to get the F away from where I'm at and all the people that are around me. I want to get away from all that. I want to go off and I want to start fighting professionally, and I want to make it big, and I want to do it big because I don't like where I'm at. I don't like who I'm around, and I just want my peace. I just wanted to do that. I wanted fast success. I wanted all that stuff. And we all know fast success builds ego. Slow success builds character. And I just remember very crucial times of things happening, man. And there was something inside me that never left. And it was those powerful thoughts. Very powerful. That I can't even really put into words. And no matter how hard I tried, God did not let me go down the path of fighting. He did not let me. I tried so many things. I even moved a couple times. Still couldn't make it happen. I even had a fight scheduled at one time in October of 2018 and it fell through. Months after that fight fell through, the whole organization shut down. I don't know if that's a coincidence, but it's kind of crazy to me. And I tried many things after that and it did not happen. And this gave me time to really reflect and think, what's my next move? What am I going to do? I didn't know what I was going to do. So I got off of myself. I just started getting really deep into my own thoughts. I started going on a lot of long walks by myself at night, during the day, at any time. And I just started speaking to people through social media. I started speaking to people and I started helping people because even though I might not have been so far ahead in life at this time, I had a very good head on my shoulders. I was a very strong individual. I had a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience. I was living my life like nobody else. I was learning every single day. I was doing all the right things. And it just led to where I'm at right now. And it was bound to happen. I had thoughts, even before I started YouTube, of doing motivational speaking and stuff like this. I never knew how things were going to come together. I never knew how things were going to work, but I know there's something big in store at this point. And it's just crazy, man. It's crazy how life pans out. It's crazy how things just happen. And I don't know if this is relatable to anybody else. I'm sure there's people in the world that could relate to what I'm saying right now, but I really just had it in me since birth, I feel, to help other people. I remember my mom used to have headaches. And with the touch of my two hands, I used to take her migraines. Not only headaches, but she used to get migraines because she got in a bad car accident in a head-on collision. Some guy tried to pass another vehicle around a corner and hit her head on, put her in a full body cast, and she was out for like a week in the hospital and almost died when I was like 5. So she still today gets these migraines. And the touch of my hands, believe it or not, took her headaches away. I don't know what it is, but I got something, man. I know I got something. And something much bigger is in store. And I don't even exactly know what that is, but life is very unexpected. Life is very unpredictable. Expect the unexpected. Do your best every day. Expect the unexpected. Be patient. Take your time. Listen to yourself. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your gifts. Listen to that higher power in your head. Don't listen to other people. Because even though I picked the wrong path of wanting to be a fighter in the past, some years ago, I had a bunch of people edging me on too. A lot of people knew I had a talent for it, and I do, but it's not my biggest talent, and that's the thing. Imagine if you could be good somewhere, but you could be great somewhere else. That's the difference here. And I listen to a lot of other people. Go for it, go for it. When are you fighting? We want to see you fight and all this stuff. So it just edged me on more and more and more. I didn't want to let these people down. I wanted to give people a show. I wanted to go out there and fight. I wanted to rearrange people's faces and make a name for myself, but it was not the right path. It just wasn't. And it's not that I suck. It's not that, no, no. I've literally put it on people in the gym that do this. But it was not my path. And I know now it's not. I know for a fact it was not my path. So to this day, I don't stress about it. I don't think, oh, should I have kept trying? I know for a fact that path is dead. There's a new path on the horizon. And that's what it is. And I want you guys as well to listen to your higher power, listen to your God, listen to your intuition. Because you could be doing some things right now. I'm not sure, I can't speak for you. I don't know what's going on particularly in your life. But you could be doing something that you think this is it, but there's something else. And if you want to find that something else, you really have to pay attention to yourself, listen to your higher powers. Listen to that voice in the back of your head. Listen to your intuition. Try to make yourself feel free, first and foremost. Get out in nature, go for some walks. Just get deep into thought. And then magically allow yourself to start doing what your real high power is telling you to do. It's an unusual thing, it's an unusual experience. You almost got to be a bit intelligent to actually pull something like this off. But if you want it bad enough, you're going to do what it takes. You're going to listen to your higher power. You're going to listen to your God. Don't listen to your ego. Don't listen to that fast success. Thinking back, it makes me cringe. Why did I do this? Why did I put so much time into this? Why did I not let it go sooner? But even then, there's a reason for everything. It's like I had to tell myself through action that this wasn't it. Because if I would not have took any action towards that, I probably would have today still had some doubts about it. But I took so much action and tried so many things that I know for a fact it wasn't meant to be. Because man, let alone being somebody where you come from, and this particular thing that you're trying to do is unheard of where you come from. Like, no one's doing it. No one does it. No one ever makes it big in that area. Let alone doing that, you did something completely different, which is good, because that path was not meant to be. It just wasn't. So there's certain things, and there was another point I was about to make and I just forgot it too, but there's certain things that you're going to try, man, that's just not going to work. It's just not going to. And my advice to that too is to let it go. You have to let that go so you can grow, because some things are meant to hold you back. This was holding me back. But it's like I had to keep trying. I had to keep doing it. Because in my mind, I was thinking things like, the next thing is going to work, the next thing is going to work, the next thing is going to work. This is just a part of my story. These are always conversations I have with myself, but I was convincing myself otherwise. I didn't take it as a hint, maybe it's not meant to be. I took it the other way and said, you know what, that wasn't meant to be. I'm supposed to try it in a different way, which I kept doing and kept doing and kept doing, but I got to a point where it was like, this is not meant to be for sure. Like, I know now, like, it's not. So I put my all into it, and it didn't work out, and I'm glad that happened, thinking now. But I don't know if I would have thought the same if I would have gave up so easy. You know what I mean? I got in that gym. I did rounds. I went at it with people. I tried to get into it. It just did not work out. So this is how it goes sometimes, man. Life is crazy. It's a crazy ride. If you know you're supposed to do something great with your life, never give up on yourself. Always hold that higher power in your mind. Don't get away from that. Don't get away from what really got you to the dance. Don't get away from what's really important. Stay who you were. Stay what you're doing. Stay on your path. Don't get veered off. Don't get distracted. Don't let the devil pull some card on you that's just going to completely sabotage you. You got to stay woke. Not woke, but awake. You got to stay awake. You got to stay patient. You got to be persistent. There's so many things that you got to do and not do. And this is a very strong message to get across. It's very deep. It's very real. Everything that happened. it was an emotional path too. It was real emotional. Because I care a lot. I care a lot about my life. I care a lot about what I do. I don't know if you guys are the same, but when you have that power in you, man, like, I don't know if you guys are gonna relate, but like, I have this power in me since I was a kid. This higher power, these voices of trying to like get people in place, make people be a certain way, and in a good way. Trying to get people to do the right things, trying to get people to see the bigger picture. Not everybody's going to. I get away from that real quick. This is what you gotta do too. You can't let things hold you back. You gotta live in your higher power and you gotta go forward. Whether you're doing it alone, whether you're doing it with a handful of people, a million people, whatever. You have to stay in your higher power. What feels right, do that. What doesn't feel right, discard that. I don't care if you're alone. I don't care if you're with a million people. You gotta do what you gotta do and listen to your God. And that is basically it in this video, guys. I hope you guys can relate. I hope you guys can really take something from this and apply it. There's a lot of people in the world today that feel lost. It's normal to feel lost. Let me say that too. It is very normal to feel lost, especially if you're young. Especially if, let's say, in between the ages of 18, 19, all the way up to like even like 25, 26, 27, 28. It's very normal to feel that way. But understand, if you're always giving your best, if you're always listening to your God and not everybody else, and you're not doing what everybody else is doing all the time, you'll plan out just fair. Because God is going to reward those who really want it at the end of the day. God is going to reward those who listen to Him. He's not going to reward those that listen to their ego, that try to do it the quick way, that try to do this, that try to do that. Because that's what I try to do. Not like I knew that's what it was at the time. I had no idea. I really believed that that was going to be my purpose. But it wasn't. And I was planning on having quick success. I was planning on blowing up real quick. Wasn't the path. So it's all something to take in here. And I'm done with this video, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, as always, with some more videos. Peace out.